Physical labor is great and you're learning a lot, but it's not going to last forever. Your body's going to give out on you at some point. But, if you can find a way for your mind to work for you instead and produce that same income, if not better than what you're doing physically, why not do that? And I said, you know what? You're right. Just in our time, we've developed relationships with hundreds of banks. And from going up to Albany, we learned from him, the gentleman, that, what your return on time really means, what your return on your investment really means as a broker, right? Everybody hears that, like, time is money and I got to get what's worth my time. But really, it's not the same. It's not measured the same in every industry, right? So more or less, he showed us where to focus our efforts more than anything, and maybe some systems to employ, and really got us started, I'll say. But after we got started, he shot the starting pistol. We're off to the races.
Right.
We got to move our legs and get across that finish line.
Right.
He can't do it for us. So in our first year, we were a great commercial loan broker, I'll say, on the real estate investing side and on the commercial lending side as well. So where I tie into this, after I left Albany, I'm like, oh, so this is a whole world of financing that I didn't even know existed.
Did you go on that trip to Albany thinking you would get into this business with your dad, or was it your dad was going for an opportunity and you had the chance to tag along to obviously build the relationship?
Yeah, he framed it as he knew what he was doing, and
that was his plan. And then the door was kind of open.
Yeah, the door was definitely open. He said, hey, physical labor is great and you're learning a lot, but it's not going to last forever. Your body's going to give out on you at some point. But, if you can find a way for your mind to work for you instead and produce that same income, if not better than what you're doing physically, why not do that? And I said, you know what? You're right. Because I want kids someday, and I knew the projected path I was on. Don't get me wrong, it's a great career path, and I was definitely headed up to some sort of inspector at some point or supervisor role. But I didn't feel like this was it, right? Math was there for me.
Yeah.
And so naturally with financing is math.
Right.
So, so when we went up there, I more or less was skeptical. I'm like, oh, what really is this? I don't need a license for this.
Yeah.
I'm lending other people's money. Yeah, that sounds a little bit fishy. How do I do this, right? And so even going up there, we left with more questions than we came in with, which was good because now we're intrigued and this is something we feel like we can do. If not, would have just died there.
Mm-hmm.
From that trip, he went headfirst into this new venture called Brightview Commercial Capital. And he said, you know what? I want to do this with my kids. Regardless of what they're doing, we're going to have this together.